안녕하세요. Welcome to this online lesson from Korean Language House. Today, we'll learn how to figure out the dictionary form of an irregular verb or adjective that has already been conjugated. Let me give you an example. Take the word 살다, which means to live. When conjugated to the formal polite present tense, it's 삽니다. Let's say this is your first time seeing this word. How are you supposed to know that the word is originally 살다, seeing as the dear ending consonant is missing? That's what we're going to be learning today. We're going to start with these two examples. 깁니다, meaning long, and 이어요, which means to connect or to continue. Now, the first step is always to remove the conjugation. For 깁니다, it's obvious that 비읍니다 was added to conjugate the word to the formal polite present tense. And that's the part you need to remove. This leaves us with 기. For 이어요, it's 어요 that you need to remove, since it was added to conjugate the word to the informal polite present tense. This leaves us with 이. Now that step 1 is completed, let's move on to step 2. Pay attention to the structure of the word. Does it have an ending consonant? In this case, neither of them do. This suggests that an ending consonant could have been dropped during the conjugation due to the irregular rules. But how do you know what the ending consonant is? You look at the conjugation parts that were removed earlier. If it starts with a vowel, like a, o, or u, add a sealed ending to the word. If it doesn't start with a vowel, then add a dear ending consonant. And there you have it, the dictionary form of these two words. Let's look at a couple more examples. 썼습니다, which means to use, and 불러요, which means to call. Again, the first step is to remove the conjugation. Let's look at the one on the left first. Notice how we're left with nothing but a consonant. Remember that a consonant alone cannot form a word, so this must be a case of omitted vowel. And the only regular rule that will cause the omission of a vowel is the irregular. Which means that in order to get the dictionary form, all you need to do is add u back to the word. Now let's look at the other one. It's also missing a vowel, but unlike the previous one, we're not going to add u. This is because it also has two dear back to back. Only one irregular rule does this, the do irregular. So what we're going to do is remove the two dear and add a do. This gives us the dictionary form 부르다. Let's move on to the next examples. 아름다우세요, meaning to be beautiful, and 도와요, meaning to help. Again, let's remove the conjugation. Now let's look at the word. Does it have more than one syllable? Yes. Does the last syllable ends with u or o? Yes. In this case, remove u or o and add a p to the previous syllable. This gives us the dictionary form, 아름답다 and 덥다. Next up, we have 물었어요, meaning to ask. Let's remove the conjugation first. Remember the 티귿 irregular, which requires 티귿 to be changed to dear when it meets a vowel? This means that to get the dictionary form, all you need to do is change it back. And lastly, we have 그래요, meaning to be like that, and 하얘요, meaning to be white. Words that have 에 or 예 in them are often created by the 히읗 irregular. So to change them back, you have to replace the 에 and everything after it with a or 어, and then add a 히읗. As for 예, it'll be 야 or 여 plus 히읗. So how do we figure out whether to add a or 어? You look at the vowel of the first syllable. If it's a, ya, or o, then choose a. If it's anything else, then choose 어. The same rule applies for deciding whether to add ya or 여. If the vowel of the first syllable is a, ya, or o, then it's ya. If it's anything other than those three, then it's 여. In the case of 그래요, we know that the vowel is 어. As for 하얘요, is 야. And that's how we figure out the dictionary form, 그렇다 and 하얗다. That's all for this lesson. As always, make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more Korean learning content. 안녕히 계세요.